Good morning, this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. We'll be looking at the MACDs and moving averages, today's support, resistance and pivot levels and the Fibonacci's. It is Friday the 24th of September. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against US dollar, looking at the hourly candlesticks bearish start to the day. Going to need to see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 44,329 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 45,555. Support from the broader market is going to be needed for Bitcoin to break back through to 45,500 levels. So barring an extended rally, they expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, could see Bitcoin target 48,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 46,227. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 43,658 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should avoid sub 43,000 levels. Second major support level sits at 42,431. Looking at the MACDs, narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day, so look out for direction there. Bearish cross would pressure Bitcoin further. On the MA's 50s narrowed on the 100 and the 200, so that should deliver some further support if there's a more narrowing through the morning. But key through the early part of the day would be to avoid the pivot at 44,329, break back through to 45,000 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will come into play. Also, Ethereum against US dollar, bearish start to the day. Going to see Ethereum avoid the pivot at 3124 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 3213. Support will be needed for Ethereum to break out from yesterday's high at 3182.34. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ethereum target the 23.6% fib at 3369 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 3271. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 3066 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should avoid sub 3000 levels. Second major support level sits at 2978. Looking at the MACD, slight widening of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day, so look out for direction there. Could see a possible bullish cross. Looking at the EMAs, the 50 has narrowed marginally on the 100 and the 200. A further narrowing would provide Ethereum with support. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 3124, break through yesterday's high and back through to 3,200 levels to then target that 23.6% fib. Failure to do that and support levels will come into play. Moving across to Litecoin against US dollar, positive start to the day. Going to need to Litecoin avoid the pivot at 162 to take another run at the first major resistance level at 167. Support from the broader market will be needed for Litecoin to break back through to 165. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, we've got the second major resistance level at 170 that would likely come into play. A fall through the pivot would bring the first major support level at 159 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should avoid sub 150s. Second major support level at 154 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACDs, slight widening of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day, so look out for direction there. Further widening would provide further support. On the EMAs, 50 has narrowed marginally on the 100 and the 200, but no signs of an imminent bearish cross. So again, keep an eye out for and further narrowing there. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 162, break through that first major resistance level 167 to bring 170 levels back into play. Finally, looking at Ripple's XRP against US dollar, it's a bearish start to the day. Going to need to see Ripple's XRP avoid a fallback through the pivot at 9953 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 1.0224. Support from the broader market will be needed for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 1.0 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, that first major resistance level should cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, we've got the 38.2% fib at 1.0659 that will likely come into play. Second major resistance level sits at 1.0432. A fallback through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 0.9746 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should avoid the second major support level at 9475. Looking at the MACD, slight narrowing of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day, so look out for a possible bullish cross there. On the EMA, 50 is narrowing on the 100 and the 200, so also look out for a possible bullish cross 50 through the 100 that would support a Ripple's XRP rally. So key would be to avoid a fallback through the pivot at 9953, break back through to 1.0 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will come into play.